Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way, from birth to graduation, your first job to your home and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and programs, including financial literacy quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso program, junior cooperatives in secondary schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
News for Wednesday, the 14th of October 2020. In the headlines, Nulo clears the air on forced closure due to possible COVID-19 exposure. First batch of people identified through contact tracing to be tested from Thursday after St. Andrew man tests positive for coronavirus. The National Democratic Congress accuses government of inadequate measures in place to combat COVID-19. In the sports news, Dwayne Bravo features in Chennai Super Kings win. And in around the globe, dengue suspected in 2 new deaths as cases surge past 500 in St. Lucia, and dozens killed after storm unleashes floods in Vietnam. Hello from the Grenada Broadcasting Network. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. We'll be back after this.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Thanks for joining us. The New Life organization was sent into crisis mode today. It was forced to respond to reports that the institution was closed because of suspected cases of COVID-19. Beverly Telesford reports.
Wednesday, the New Life organization issued a press release which stated, and I quote, "The New Life organization NULO Board of Directors, Management and Staff would like to inform the trainees, parents and the general public that the voice note circulating on social media concerning COVID-19 at NULO was a case of misinformation and misinterpretation. We sincerely apologize for the state of panic and fear that has been created by this message," unquote. This followed a voice message that has been making the rounds on social media about the alleged closure of NULO's facility, saying students are to remain home until further notice due to a case of presumed contact by students with COVID-19 patient number 25 at a party. While on GBN's To The Point program this morning, Health Minister Nicholas Steele, when asked about the issue, said the Chief Medical Officer did not give that directive.
See, I can tell you most definitely that was not official instructions from the ministry. I've spoken to the Chief Medical Officer as recently as 15 minutes ago just to confirm. And he would be the one that would issue such a request. And he has not given such a request and is not aware of the need for such a request.
The release went on to say that NULO is taking necessary precautions to keep staff and trainees safe, and that was the reason behind its closure, to allow management to clarify and deal with the misinformation. Classes will resume at the institution on Thursday, 15th October, under the usual COVID-19 protocols established, with emphasis placed on wearing face coverings. For GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
Well, the NULO TISI was sparked by concern that some of its students might have come in contact with patient 25 because they attended a party at which he was present. That individual is now in custodial care where he's being put through a battery of tests. We can tell you the first round of tests through contact tracing in relation to him having tested positive begins on Thursday. The rest of the details from Blossom Alexis Welch.
Since Tuesday, the number of people currently in quarantine or isolation through contact tracing from Grenada's 25th confirmed case of COVID-19 has increased to somewhere between 50 and 75. Intense contact tracing is underway by health authorities after a 32-year-old man of Tivoli St. Andrew arrived in Grenada via an Air Canada flight last Monday. A PCR test showed that he was positive for COVID-19, but before the results were given to him, he breached regulations by leaving the quarantine facility without authorization from the relevant authorities late last week. So far, scores of people, including children, have been told to stay at home.
Any interaction that they would have had with him, directly or indirectly, would have been between Friday night and Saturday. And as such, as the science dictates, we wait at least 4 days before we test them, have them isolated or in quarantine for 4 days, and then test. So they will be tested between Thursday and Friday. 75 people have to be tested in the next couple of days. The cost of that test is $410 per test. 75 people are confined to home, can't go to work, can't go to school, can't go out, are experiencing lockdown, and we all know as a nation what lockdown is like. And none of us want to do that, but 75 Grenadians are forced to do that now because of one reckless idiot.
Criminal charges in relation to the most recent case are expected to be laid on at least 3 people.
There are 3 individuals today, I'm informed, that will be charged officially for breaching of quarantine, and more on the way. The charge is $10,000, and these individuals will receive that information or that news today, and they will go through the proceedings of court, etc., for their breach of quarantine, and we will continue to enforce that.
The minister says they have heard that the COVID-positive man attended a party in St. Andrew over the weekend. However, they have no official reports to follow up.
Right now, all we have is on social media people talking about a party, and nobody coming forward to say, this is how I can help you, to tell you about the party.
So in other words, if anybody has information, they should come forward.
They should come forward and say who was the organizer, so we could speak to the organizer to find out how many people were there, to know who, if this guy was there, what time he was there, and so.
So far, Minister Steele says case number 25 remains asymptomatic, and none of the 50-plus people in quarantine are showing any signs of COVID-19. Blossom Alexis Welch, GBN News.
The National Democratic Congress is seizing the moment of challenge. It is castigating the ruling administration for its inadequate response to the COVID-19 conundrum, which has been brought about by the recent developments. My colleague Christina John has been speaking with the party's spokesperson for health, Kennedy Roberts.
The National Democratic Congress is not satisfied with the way government, in particular the Ministry of Health, is handling matters of health. The views of the party was expressed by its public relations officer and spokesperson on health and security, Kennedy Roberts.
We realize, based on this current case of the person who violated the quarantine protocols, they have created a very uncomfortable feeling in the country, and we realize how easy it is to have a community spread. So we hope that the contact tracing is going to be thorough to give us that assurance that the community spread is minimal or non-existent, ideally. So we want to stress the importance of the protocols at the airport being more thoroughly addressed. So we are concerned then of the importance of the training, of the education, and of course conducting the protocols in a more professional manner.
Roberts is also concerned with the ever-increasing cases of leptospirosis and dengue in the country. He believes education of the populace is vital on these health matters.
We need to keep our environment clean. We have to encourage our population to practice those healthy habits. Not only are we talking about hand sanitizing and social distancing, we should use the opportunity for greater education of the public on all the health issues, especially the prevention. And that is why we're saying that the importance of primary health care needs to be given some priority.
He questioned the status of the immunization program as he cites glitches in primary health care in the country.
What is happening with the care of those kids? Are they immunized fully? What is happening with the diabetic and hypertensive patients in our communities? A lot of people are struggling and are probably not saying anything, but the health status of our population is deteriorating. So again, we want to express concern with the need to focus on primary health care, focus on the community health services, get back on the ground in the community and understand the concerns of the population.
The PRO impresses that some people are deprived of health care because of financial constraints, noting that health care for the less fortunate should be given precedence. Christina John, GBN News.
The International Labour Organization has warned that the continued sharp decline in working hours globally due to the means that 1.6 billion workers in the informal economy stand in immediate danger of having their livelihoods destroyed. An informal economy is the part of any of that. An informal economy is part of any that is neither taxed nor monitored by any form of government. Rena Pear has been speaking with people in rural communities about how their lives have been impacted.
My COVID experience in my life, that the worst experience I had in my life, since I'm not there in the face of the earth. We can never go through nothing like that. I go through Ivan, I go through Emery, and that is two.
I had big message and thing, and I had in my house. So when the COVID come out, you just have to take your time and use it, you don't waste, you take time and you go through it, and because you never know when it go end, and so we just have to go by things. So then we come up here and make cook, everybody put on make cook and thing. It was bad, it was bad.
Participants in the informal economy are listed as those who do not have employment security, work security, and social security. In Grenada, many people fall into the informal economic grouping, and their livelihoods are also at stake as a result of COVID-19. Madisa Benford of Telescopes and Andrews is among persons reeling from the impact of the pandemic. Prior to COVID, she was self-employed selling candies and other goodies in the town of Grenville. However, her income stream was disrupted during the lockdown period.
Right, I used to do my little hustling on the bay. But right, since after this COVID now, I'm home with my children and not working anyway. But the state of the house, them children don't really have a mattress or bed or nothing. And no current, no water. In the back, when rain falling, flooding, and you have plenty windows to say windows.
The latest ILO data on the labor market impact of the COVID-19 pandemic reveals the devastating effects on workers in the informal economy and on hundreds of millions of enterprises worldwide. The ILO has urged governments to provide stimulus packages and other forms of assistance for vulnerable citizens. Ms. Benford is among those who benefit the SEED program, which pays between $75 to $100 to vulnerable families every month. While she welcomes the SEED payments, she is hoping that the economic situation in the country improves so that she could continue caring for her family.
If I get assistance who send them children to school, they also a little water, a little light.
The ILO says integrating the informal economy into the formal sector is an important policy challenge. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
Still ahead from us, birthday balloons are up today for a physically challenged man who recently captured the hearts of Grenadians at home and abroad. We'll tell you all about it. Back in a moment.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear, because one thing is certain: you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you. From Hillsborough to Point Celine, Flow has you covered. We value and support our future generations. We understand the importance of saying hello. Keeping you connected is our priority. We have been working day and night to improve our networks because we believe a connected country moves forward. We will continue to work to give you the best mobile LTE and home networks because with Flow, it only gets better.
Need a quick, convenient way to pay your bills and avoid lines? Use the online banking feature from Republic Bank, First Caribbean, or Co-op Bank. Contact them today to set up your online banking and enjoy 24-hour convenience to make your bill payments. Stay safe. Grenlec, we are united even when we are apart.
Hey, did you know Waggity Bingo is now online?
Yes!
And did you also know you can win up to $10,000?
Yes!
So, have you tried it yet?
Yes!
Hey!
Sunday, October 18th. Get ready for the 8th edition of Waggity's Virtual Bingo. Lots of people are enjoying the fun and excitement.
And this time,
You can win $10,000 US.
tickets are only $10 US or 27 EC. Available from GoToFed.com or numerous box offices island-wide. Still having problems signing up? Then visit the main office at Bruce Street or call 440-4646.
Remember, Sunday, October 18th.
The games are virtual, but the cash is real.
Waggity Virtual Bingo, the new way to play bingo.
Rubis is giving you more ways to win because you deserve it. Spend $50 or more in Ultratech fuel or purchase a Rubigas refill at any Rubis service station and get an entry card. Win one of 5 amazing grand prizes worth $2,500, including Ultratech fuel, cash, groceries, bill payment vouchers, and home furnishings. Each grand prize winner gets to donate $500 to charity too. Plus, win exciting weekly prizes, including electronics. Make sure you're in with a chance to win. Win with Rubis. You deserve it.
When I need shelter, warmth, security, I know you'll be there. Something in these moments lets me know you care. Maybe the way you shield me, maybe it's your smiles and the way you tell me it's okay to try. Now I'm invincible. I can back my sack. I can take the long road, 'cause it's okay to look back if I am scared. I know you're there. Arise, together there's no limit to what we can do. Arise, with no wings, fly. Arise, and we're so high, enjoy the view. Arise, look, no wings, fly.
This is Ariza, your financial freedom, your future.
Bruv.
Hello? I can't see you.
What's good?
But I can't even hear you.
Yo.
Hello? Hello? Ah!
Okay, I see. I'm good. I'm coming in.
Ah, there you are.
Live the experience right now. Enjoy high-quality video calling today. Stream, upload, and share with Digicel super fast LTE network. Visit our stores today and live the experience today. Digicel.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here even when the future seems unclear, because one thing is certain: you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
This is Network News. So the question is Grandad's beach on the list or is it not? You see, there are conflicting statements on whether it's listed as the go-to beach for cruise ship visitors. Rena Pear has been listening to utterances on this subject.
Last Tuesday, Tourism Minister Clarice Modeste-Curwen announced that Grandad's was among a list of beaches that passengers of 2 luxury cruise ships were seeking to have access to when they call at Port St. George. Seabourn Cruises and the Sea Dream Yacht Club are among the 2 luxury cruise lines in discussion with the Ministry of Tourism. Mrs. Curwen told reporters that Grandad's beach has been in high demand.
We have a list of beaches that we're trying to avoid Grandad's, especially because it's the most frequented beaches by locals. As far as possible, they have asked for Grandad's, and it's no rocket science to know why. It is still on the list, but we believe it will be more difficult to separate that. So we're looking for other beaches that are less populated.
8 days later, the tourism minister seems bewildered that she was being associated with comments that Grandad's was under consideration.
In response to that, I did say previously that there is a task force looking at it. I am not aware that Grandad's Beach was on it. So I think it is best to let them deliberate on it.
Many have reacted negatively to the suggestion that locals should be asked to stay away from the selected beaches on the days that the cruise ships are in port. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
Meanwhile, local hotels are being told it's one or the other. It's either they are in the staycation promotion or they want to serve as quarantine facilities. This comes as the Ministries of Health and Tourism make changes to the benchmarks being applied to the various quarantine facilities. Health Minister Nicholas Steele stated that some hotels have been delisted as quarantine sites because they do not meet the requirements.
Additional use of geolocators, so not just for persons who are in home quarantine, but persons who are in smaller facilities as well, and also requiring the facilities to have more personnel there for security. Those are some of the measures, as well as the ministry took on additional personnel, contact tracers, from Thursday in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism, who will be more eyes and ears for us to monitor these sites. We probably will have to consider taking on more individuals to do the monitoring to make sure that there's compliance across the board.
Well, there have been concerns that a few of the hotels which were listed under the Grenada Tourism Authority's staycation promotion were also listed as quarantine facilities. These hotels will now have to make a choice.
And Minister Modeste as well. These sites have been instructed to choose. They cannot be both. Now, there are 1 or 2 hotels based on how their buildings are laid out, etc., and their level of security that possibly can do both. One wing on a different side of the property being for quarantine and another wing for homestay, and different restaurants or so. But in general, Rena, most of our smaller facilities will not be allowed to do both. They will have to choose whether they want to be a quarantine site or a homestay site.
1 month ago, he felt like committing suicide. Today, he's a birthday boy, and he held a more positive disposition. GBN's Christina John tacked back to Carvel Francois as he celebrated his birthday today.
There's a portion of scripture that says, "In all things, give thanks." It is a very special day for Carvel Francois. Why? Because it's his birthday. And he is doing so in fine style, as one of his wishes has been granted. For years, he has not had a wheelchair, far less to comfortably sit and stretch his legs. Today, on his birthday, with the generosity of a number of Good Samaritan, he is able to do so. With a radiant smile on his face and feeling somewhat accomplished, he spoke with the GBN team.
Today I'm 32, and to be honest with you, it feels a little bit overwhelming because I never expected to reach so far. Like the doctor said, I was going to be dead when I reach a certain age. So to be 32 today, it feels like I achieved so much in life. I want to thank God first of all, because without God, there's no possible way I would have been here today. So my mother, second, without that queen, I probably would have been dead or in some home somewhere or something like that.
Carvel is full of life and expressed such.
People have been saying to me there are good people out there still in the world, but it's when the interview happened the first time, it's then I really get to realize how it is. Thanks to every single body that support me when the first interview came out. I get so many calls from people. I never was expecting so many calls. Local calls, foreign calls, it's just too much for me to mention. GBN crew, the Ride Along crew, Junior Judge, big up everybody, man. Thanks a lot.
Carvel's mom, Sharon Francois, has indeed made this day a special one for her son, making him his favorite cake. She too joins her son in expressing gratitude. She says with the assistance received thus far, her son's life has become a bit more comfortable.
Birthday, we all join in hearts and hands to wish him happy birthday in a special way, my handsome son. And we want to thank everybody for the full support, the calls and everything. It was plenty. Sometimes I can't even catch up with calls, as Carvel been saying. And we still reach, people still reaching out to us. So we want to thank them so much. It is so much. We want to thank everybody. England, Canada, New York, name it. All over. I got a chair, one of the chair ready, but it kind of, he making it with it. Yes, to go in the bathroom. There's one for the bathroom, and we working with it.
She's hoping that with some physical therapy, he will be able to reach his life goals.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carvel. Happy birthday to you.
All enough to make this young lady nervous, that's for sure.
Christina John, GBN News.
Boy, you have a sense of humor. Happy birthday, Carvel. Happy 32nd indeed. Time for GBN Eyesore.
A good eye captures all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People people and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
We previously featured the incomplete phase of Nashawn Jeremiah's most recent mural at the General Hospital. Tonight, we feature in its completion the piece the artist says reflects the service of the lovely staff. The artist uploaded the work, including in his caption, and I quote, "The care, patience, and friendliness they share towards this island we call home, the love we have for each other should always ring in our hearts," end quote. Nashawn has embarked on a series of beautification projects across the island. This mural completes the collection of murals the artist did in the parish of St. George. Which is your favorite? Tell us when you submit your photo and video submissions via social media, including WhatsApp, on 405-3052.
When we return, a Grenadian soldier in the British Army receives award for his selfless actions during a road accident. We'll talk about it.
The Franklins are returning from their dream vacation, but they soon discover that their world has changed.
They want to test Papa for COVID-19. Why they don't test all them damn people that are flying on the plane with the woman they call in Patient Zero?
Heritage Theatre presents Patient Zero, a full-length play written by Chris DeRiggs, directed by Neela Etienne. Patient Zero, a story about a family and a nation under the grips of COVID-19.
Madness! Pure madness!
He got the whole world in his hands. We got the whole world in his hands.
I mean, your father has just been carried away on a stretcher, and all you can say is you're locked up and you're frustrated?
What do you want me to say? I'm locked up and frustrated.
Patient Zero at the Grenada Trade Center.
They ain't even allowing 2 dashing to come from St. Vincent. All they're talking about is curfew, curfew, curfew.
Social distancing and other safety protocols will be in place.
Showtime shopping courts. We got all the things you want. So many ways to shop. You can pick up curbside. It's Showtime shopping courts. All the appliances, electronics, and furniture you like. Showtime. Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Courts got it.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
They say sometimes less is more, but at Real Value IGA Supermarket, we believe more is more. And since we are all about more, we want to buy more from farmers like you so we can sell more to our customers. If you have a farmer's ID and fresh produce to sell, Real Value IGA wants to buy.
For more information, contact Real Value IGA on WhatsApp at 405-4405 or give them a call at 439-2121.
Shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with Tropical Shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with Tropical. Can't wait. No packets too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with Tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
How going on, boy? Hey, good old things. Hey, easy. Yeah. Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day. Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service. Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy. Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody. Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the best fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, keeping you connected. Terms and conditions.
We're back. A Grenadian soldier in the British Army has come in for high praise and commendation. He has received a GOC 3rd UK Division commendation for his selfless actions during a road accident. Lance Corporal Sheldon Samuel was off duty when he noticed a vehicular accident with someone in a critical condition. There he is. Lance Corporal Samuel responded and took preventive action to preserve the person's life until he was airlifted to hospital. The patient survived, and his recovery was attributed in great measure to Samuel's professional response at the scene of the accident. We can tell you that he is originally from Wester Hall in St. David and a past student of the Grenada Boys Secondary School. He joined the British Army 4 years ago. Standing ovation to you, sir. All right, this other one to report. Local credit unions have partnered with the Ministry of Education in ensuring children operate in a safe environment. This coincides with the global observance of Credit Union Month, celebrated during October.
The handing over of $15,000 worth of hand sanitizing solution and dispensers to the Ministry of Education took place on Wednesday. The supplies are to be distributed to schools in all 7 districts, inclusive of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. President of the Grenada Credit Union League, Philip Telesford, says this is one way of ensuring children operate in a safe environment.
We understand the value and the importance of education, and so the credit union movement supports education, supports our teachers and parents, and so we want to ensure that the learning environment is a safe one for our young minds. As we confront this invisible enemy, we must always remember that our health is extremely important, and our young boys and girls are the future of our beautiful island.
Mrs. Astra Frank Mackenzie accepted on behalf of the Ministry of Education.
In fact, hygiene and sanitation in school remains of critical importance for the health and well-being of our school communities. As we transition back to full-scale operations of schools, schools will need more support to procure sanitation supplies. And we are forever grateful to our partners who have stepped into the gap to help us support schools in these ways.
October is set aside each year as Credit Union Month. This year's theme is Inspiring Hope for a Global Community. Christina John, GBN News.
The weather is next, followed by sports and around the globe.
At Communal, we are adapting to meet the changing needs of our shareholders and members. Times are changing, and with the changing times comes a whole new way to do business. Our parents may have done their banking a different way. Communal's state-of-the-art online banking and international debit card allows members to do business with great ease. It's like literally having a branch in your very own hands. Need a loan? Apply online from the comfort of your own home anywhere in the world, and your request will be dealt with remotely. Want to transfer between your accounts or another shareholder? No wait time for transactions to update. Voila! Who needs receipts when you can receive them via e-statements on your mobile device and save the environment? Not a Communal member? You can join our family today by applying online. At Communal, we see you working hard to ensure that you save, invest, and grow. Communal. Join us today. This will be the best financial decision you have ever made.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Hey, did you know Waggy Bingo is now online?
Yes!
And did you also know you can win up to $10,000?
Yes!
So, have you tried it yet?
Yes! Hey! Sunday, October 18th. Get ready for the 8th edition of Waggy Virtual Bingo! Lots of people are enjoying the fun and excitement. And this time, you can win $10,000. Tickets are only $10 or 27 EC. Available from GoToFed.com or numerous box offices island-wide. Still having problems signing up? Then visit the main office at Bruce Street or call 440-4646. Remember, Sunday, October 18th.
The games are virtual, but the cash is real.
Waggy Virtual Bingo, the new way to play bingo.
Offyo.com.
Sale. All the outlets, hotspot outlets. You're going to go to the Carnage, the Grenville, or the Sutter's hotspot, and you get sales and deals on all items. You can get these on potato, you can get these on saltfish, onion, garlic, mackerel, toilet paper, and we even have the currants and the raisin at $10 per pound, lowest price island-wide. So people just come down or go up or go across, but just make sure and go to hotspots.
Guess what? That's not the only kind of weather that we'll be experiencing as the week progresses. We're only halfway through this week. We've already had incidents with electrical discharges or lightning coming out of the sky and blowing trees up and pretty much burning them up. And now we're seeing not tornado activity per se, but what we call a funnel cloud. And it's a whirling mass of wind action at this time. And guess what? That's not all we're going to be expecting. This is what you get within this wet season that we have, within the the hurricane season, this kind of weather feature. You will notice the gusty winds picking up significantly, and of course accompanied by that heavy rainfall or heavy downpour, and most times you get that coming out of thunderstorm or CB type clouds. And today we saw a lot of that moving across central Trinidad, especially in this area, and then propagating further into the northeast and even for parts of Tobago as well. Now the thing is, as I'm saying, we're only halfway through this week, and the rest of this week we'll definitely see some intense thunderstorm action as well, because into this evening conditions have settled somewhat for a few areas, but parts of Tobago, even for Trinidad, you're seeing moisture moving within our satellite imagery here, and that's this white area. That's what we have, clouds coming in. It's rolling in overnight, and it will continue to produce brief overnight showery activity. Not as intense as we saw earlier today, but we will still get some pitter-patter as the evening progresses within that partly cloudy pocket of atmosphere that we have right now, which is still quite unstable, and it will remain so as the week progresses. Temperatures tonight, not too bad, with lows in the mid-20s. This is the trend that's going to take us through the end of the week, and we'll see Trinidad coming in at 23 degrees Celsius, Tobago at a comfortable 25 degrees. But then into tomorrow's outlook, here's what's happening. Between sunrise and sunset, in case you've forgotten, we're still tracking a tropical wave being dubbed Invest 93L, and you'll notice that when these features, when these systems come very close to the islands, we tend to get a lot of instability in the atmosphere, and that pulls a lot of moisture and produces those intense thunderstorms. And again, that's where you can see things happening like the funnel cloud action, lightning, you can get gusty winds, street flooding. We talk about it every single night, and most importantly, what you have to do is to be prepared. No matter what may come your way, be prepared for any kind of weather. So when we enhance this image, let's take a look at Invest 93L. This evening we are still seeing moisture where you have that red, even yellow area in our satellite imagery. That's moderate showers, but where there's that black and white and those little white dots, that's lightning action, that's intense thunderstorm activity, and we're seeing that off the coast of Venezuela, even over Barbados. And for the rest of the island chain of the Eastern Caribbean, we continue to see this tropical wave moving westward and still producing showers and thunder showers across the region, the gusty winds accompanying such. And guess what? A funnel cloud was even reported in Barbados earlier today as well, where they had that intense thunderstorm occurring there. Now, 93L is not likely to develop further into a tropical system. It remains a tropical wave, yes, an area of low pressure, but guess what? This system is going to interact with the islands, and that's going to break it up significantly before it pushes over into the Caribbean Sea. We could see some further development there. For now, we track this as a basic tropical wave for us. As you notice, it's a little bit north of Trinidad and Tobago, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to be getting intense showery action into tomorrow. We will get that. So again, you want to look out for the variably cloudy skies, the showers, the isolated thunderstorms picking up, so you wake up to sunny skies again, yes. By midday again, showers and thunderstorms pick up, the gusty winds, temperatures still warm, 32 degrees Celsius in Tobago, Trinidad a whopping 34 degrees. So you want to pay attention to what's happening. For anything else, you can find me on social media. I'm there at Sigoni. We're giving you updates on the hour as it happens, so be sure to find us there. That's a wrap for now. I've got lots more coming your way, especially telling you what a funnel cloud is. Stick around for more on that.
And now for your local weather. The weather is expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with few brief showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 25.5 degrees Celsius. Wind easterly to east-southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Sea slight to moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open water. Tides low at 7:30 p.m. and high at 1:15 a.m. The weather for Thursday, generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with few brief to widely scattered showers. On Friday, the weather is expected to be generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times with few brief morning showers possible. And on Saturday, the weather is expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with few brief showers possible.
Hills and Valley Med Care Center, located on Grenville Street, St. George's, has a highly professional team that gives excellent service in massage therapy, physiotherapy, speech therapy, medical consultation, and more. Hills and Valley Med Care Center sells a wide range of medical supplies, offers home visits for patients in Grenada and Carrier Crew, and opens Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. through to 7 p.m. Visit or call Hills and Valley Med Care Center today, 435-6904.
It's new, innovative and classy, and it cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Good evening, sporting fans. In Trinidad, swimmers are circulating a petition for the return of swimming. They want to get back into the water. This and more in TV6 Sport with James Saunders.
And well, they're making a big splash at the moment. That's the swimmers. As at present, a petition is being circulated for the return of swimming in a regulated manner. The petition was started by the National Amateur Swimming Association, and it's quickly gaining momentum.
With swimmers demonstrating a strong desire to return to action for several different reasons, the Amateur Swimming Association, through the sport company, has decided to suggest to the Ministry of Health a proposal which they think could work. Their proposal suggests that swimming is a non-contact sport, and their guidelines are expected to be followed by swimmers and trainers. In the first instance, they contended that pools will be sanitized with chlorine, which reduces the chances of contracting COVID-19 while swimming. The National Swimming Body intends to limit the amount of swimmers per lane to encourage social distancing, and it's also been recommended that swimming classes be supervised. A request has also been sent to use the National Aquatic Center, which is under the direct supervision of the sport company. If the government gives the go-ahead, national swimmer Sherelle Thompson is hoping there can be some sort of competition by December. The decision to put off contact and some non-contact sports is a position which the swimming fraternity is divided on, as some stakeholders struggle to cope with the extended period of inactivity in the sport. Sergio Dufour, TV6 Sport.
It's time now to point the magnifying glass at the community, where a young cricket coach has been working silently and producing some of the top T20 cricketing talent. Of the likes of Nicholas Puran, Mark Dial, Jaden Seals and Sunil Narayan, well, they've all worked with or been a product of Kishan Rampart's Cricket Academy in central Trinidad. And the coach hopes to help produce more big names in the near future.
Cricket plays a big part in the life of Krishan Rampart, who's involved in coaching. He's also worked with players who have gone on to represent the West Indies. The Kumar Rampart Cricket Academy, which is named after his dad and located in California, is where Krishan plies his trade.
It's one of the cricket academies in the country that works with professional athletes and amateur cricket athletes. I am a Cricket Australia Level 3 coach, and I have worked with several professional cricket players in addition to players like Nicholas Puran, Mark Dial, we would have had Darren Davis and plenty other top cricketers, John Ash Dagesa, several guys who went through the CPL.
Rampart also works with young TNT and West Indies youth players. He says the Cricket Academy offers a lot to those who want to take their game to another level. While Rampart continues to coach, he's doing his thesis for his Masters of Education at UTT. Vinod Narwani, T6 Sport.
Speaking of Nicholas Puran, let's head across to the big fireworks show in the UAE, where despite a swashbuckling half-century from Puran, the Kings 11 Punjab lost by 69 runs to the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Well, West Indies pacer Sheldon Cottrell was expensive, conceding 33 from 3 overs without a wicket, as Hyderabad made a daunting 201 for 6, led by Johnny Bairstow's 97. Well, 77 from Puran gave Punjab a shout, but he got no support as they were skittled out for 132 in 16.5 overs.
Points, someone will walk away.
Sunrisers Hyderabad elected to bat first in their game against Kings 11 Punjab in Dubai. Skipper David Warner and Johnny Bairstow opened the innings for the Sunrisers.
A little bit fuller.
The two set the foundation for a healthy score by putting on 160 for the first wicket. Bairstow went on to top score with 97, while Warner made 52. Both batsmen fell one after the other. Ravi Bishnoi was the man to get both openers.
But it's Maxwell who has the same.
Bishnoi finished with 3 wickets in the innings. At that stage, it was 173 for 4. Arshdeep Singh was also among the wickets, grabbing 2 in total. Here, Nicholas Puran took the catch. Kane Williamson chipped in with an unbeaten 20 as Sunrisers Hyderabad closed on 201 for 6 from their 20 overs. In their run chase, Punjab had a tough out in the middle. They were soon 31 for 2 with Mayank Agarwal and Simran Singh back in the dugout. When skipper KL Rahul went for 11, the Kings 11 were in dire straits at 58 for 3. Nicholas Puran provided some pyrotechnics, but it wasn't enough. He brought up his half-century with this big hit that cleared the ropes.
This we've seen so far.
Rashid Khan was the destroyer-in-chief for the Sunrisers. Khan removed Puran for a top score of 77, which came off 37 deliveries. Khan finished with impeccable figures of 3 for 12 from 4 overs. There were 2 wickets each for T. Natarajan and Khalil Ahmed as Kings 11 Punjab were bowled out for 132 in 16.5 overs. That gave Sunrisers Hyderabad victory by 69 runs. That puts them in 3rd spot on the standings, with Kings 11 Punjab dead last. Vinod Narwani, T6 Sport.
Around the globe, 2 families in St. Lucia are awaiting confirmation from the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CAFA, on whether dengue fever caused the deaths of their loved ones. The Health Ministry has withheld the identification of the 2 patients who recently passed away at the Owen King EU Hospital. They were both being treated for dengue fever.
St. Lucia health authorities have sent samples taken from 2 patients who recently passed away at hospital to labs at the Caribbean Public Health Agency, headquartered in Trinidad and Tobago. Officials here hope to verify whether the virus which causes dengue fever caused their deaths. The Health Ministry issued an official statement on the recent development on October 13th. The 2 unnamed patients, according to the release, were being treated for symptoms consistent with dengue fever. The government notice, however, did not disclose if the deceased patients had any underlying conditions. Authorities have escalated their appeal to the public to heed the dengue fever advisories.
Messages have been going out year by year consistently. This is what we need to do to reduce breeding spaces and breeding grounds and so forth. But are we adhering to these messages? Are we taking them seriously? unfortunately now we have a death. And so the question is, would now?
The Health Ministry confirmed St. Lucia's first dengue-related death on October 8th. To date, dengue infections have topped 540 cases, with 2 different strains of the virus, which causes dengue fever in circulation in St. Lucia. Officials warn the possibility of contracting severe dengue has increased. If untreated, severe dengue increases the chance of death by 50%. The ministry says the dengue outbreak can be attributed to increased water storage during an earlier dry spell which affected most of the island. The ongoing rainy season has made mosquito breeding more prevalent, according to authorities. Castries, according to officials, accounts for 34% of all dengue infections. The ministry says children less than 14 years of age have been worst affected. More than 80 young children have been hospitalized with dengue fever. Rihani Isidore, NBC Prime.
Antigua's health minister is urging the public not to relax on the health protocol. There are more signs that people are not adhering to the call to mask up. Here's the rest in this report.
Health Minister the Honourable Malvin Joseph says there are increasingly more signs pointing to people not adhering to social distancing measures and other safety protocols.
We are seeing a decline in compliance by the people in Antigua and Barbuda. So much so it boggles the mind that routinely on weekends we have people with private parties in their homes with their friends and families, not wearing masks, not practicing social distancing.
Minister Joseph says it is alarming that people are still displaying this type of behavior when they know the dangers that could be derived.
When these reckless behaviors are displayed and engaged, and the transmission takes place, then it becomes the responsibility of the Ministry of Health. And the healthcare workers, the doctors, the nurses, and the technicians are saddled with this burden.
The minister notes the level of commitment the public showed in March and April of this year should be the order of the day now in October. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Rhonda Seeley-Thomas says people should be more vigilant now more so than ever because of the unknown factor which accompanies the virus in the coming colder months.
We're not sure, and we have to prepare ourselves. We already see the countries with a temperate climate seeing surges in the number of cases. It could be that there was a breakdown in social distancing and physical distancing restrictions, or it could be it's getting colder and the virus we're not sure. So we have to prepare ourselves for that. We don't want to see a surge in the number of cases in Antigua and Barbuda.
Dr. Seeley-Thomas says people should be thinking to reinforce the public health measures that will prevent the country from possibly having a spike. Terry Andrew, ABS News.
And at least 36 people have died in flooding in Vietnam as tropical storm Nangka makes landfall there. The coast has been hit by a series of weather fronts in recent days, and more rain is expected. Al Jazeera's Andrew Chappelle tells us more.
Entire villages submerged. But even before Tropical Storm Nangka struck this region, hundreds of thousands of families in central Vietnam were struggling to cope. 2 weeks of rain have left communities isolated. Many can only be reached by boat.
It is clear that close to 1 million people have been severely affected by these floods, and their homes submerged and livelihoods are destroyed.
Nangka is expected to drop up to 400 millimeters of rain on north and central Vietnam by Friday. 200,000 homes have already been flooded, along with rice fields that people depend on to earn a living. That's on top of hardships brought by the coronavirus.
These floods will continue to worsen the situation because of these provinces have already suffered from the long social lockdown. Many people have lost their livelihood and income in the past months or so.
Rescue workers are delivering food and other supplies in the worst affected provinces. In Trois Thien Hay province, search and rescue teams are looking for survivors following a series of landslides. A landslide at a hydropower dam left some workers dead and others missing. A second landslide trapped rescuers trying to reach them. With more bad weather to come, many are concerned about what will happen in the days ahead. Andrew Chappelle, Al Jazeera.
All right, that's around the globe for now. We'll remind you of the headlines after this. A reminder of the headlines. The New Life organization clears the air on forced closure due to possible COVID-19 exposure. First batch of people identified through contact tracing to be tested from Thursday after St. Andrew Man tests positive for coronavirus. The National Democratic Congress accuses government of inadequate measures in place to combat COVID-19. In the sports news, Dwayne Bravo features in Chennai's Super Kings win. And in around the globe, dengue suspected in 2 new deaths as cases surge past 500 in St. Lucia and dozens killed after storm unleashes floods in Vietnam. That completes the news. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste, from all of us in the newsroom. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.